That's why they call it trampoline. Trampoline. Back on Monday, so Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back.
CBT Naruto. CBT Naruto. CBT Naruto. CBT Naruto. That's my favorite part.
With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, so Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
CBT Naruto. Madden NFL 2019.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Odell Beckham Jr. quarterback. Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice first down in the game. Nice catch. And nice throw.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown. Jimmy Shockey, 64
I see you, Shockey.
yards. And the Giants are going to take
Nice run at the catch. That was amazing. Ooh, and that juke too. Nice shaking him. Perfect execution on offense.
Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
That's taken for loss
Down he
defense.
goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Elway. The throw underneath for Gurley. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams,
That's getting under 4th down defense. Perfect execution.
The natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look.
That's taking for loss again, defense. Perfect execution.
Interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're running with Gurley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
That's in the raw downs defense. Perfect execution.
Drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Touchdown, Giants. Jeremy Shockey.
See Shockey. Every execution again. Nice juke. Amazing right to catch. That's still a double Jr.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for
That's
him.
another
How are they gonna
touchdown.
slow him down?
Offense.
I think they're thinking
Perfect
about
execution.
altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to
Swag it out, walking
Or
into the end zone.
you make sure you have
Nice.
more people in his general area wherever he lines up to
Or
at
run
least
into
try and
the end zone.
discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0.
A nice touchdown offense rewarding the defense for the turnaround downs. Perfect execution team.
Rosas now to kick this one away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw is Elway. Caught by Gates, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Elway. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is
Nice tackle for loss defense.
behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line.
Nice sack, Michael Strahan, and nice sack defense. And it's like they're quitting. Nice 2 touchdowns, too, by the way, Odell Beckham Jr. 100% completion percentage and 116 yards. Nice, amazing, perfect execution team. And that's the number 1 downs to defense.
Here we
first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! 190! 190! Cut!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a loose football. And the Panthers have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six.
There
and a
we go,
Giants
defense.
touchdown.
Thank you for making up for that turnover the offense had. And caught that 21 and done. It's just 20. But at your point, we get 21, and there did, like I said, I called it out. And we had 20 points. That's great, too. This is just out the year right now. This year, 2020. Let's get it. Let's go.
I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a pretty.
All right. CBT Naruto over and out.
Looking like money back.
And also, today is January 5th, 2020. Shout out to all the NFL games this weekend, NFL Wildcard Weekend playoffs. And today is Sunday, yesterday was Saturday. Yesterday, the Buffalo Bills played at the Houston Texans, and Tennessee Titans at New England Patriots played. And today, games, Minnesota Vikings at New Orleans Saints, and Seattle Seahawks at Philadelphia Eagles. So all those games are amazing, exciting, and pretty fresh and perfect. So shout out to that. NFL's 100 season, 2009 NFL 100 season, and 2019-2020 season. Perfect. First games in the new decade, 2020, and New Year 2020, and first playoff games of New Year 2020. And also shout out to last week being the first week of 2020, and last week is December 2019. Also shout out to this week being the first full week of 2020. That's amazing also. And yes, last Wednesday was January 1st, 2020. George, Happy New Year's Day. And today is January 5th, 2020. George, Happy New Year. And also last Tuesday was December 31st, 2019, George New Year's Eve. And so the ball drop in New York and all that. Amazing. Perfect. So shout out to that. And also shout out to 2020. 2020 is going to be a perfect year. 2020 is a perfect year. So I just want to tell you now that's it. And with all that being said, oh yeah, also shout out to this song, Cardi B, Money Bag. This is my favorite song I heard debut album, Original Privacy, which came out 2 years ago on April 6th, 2018. And with all that being said, I just want to take knowledge of all that. And CBT Naruto. Over and out.